Timmy and Tommy were two little mice. They were brothers. They had soft brown fur and tiny, twitching noses. Their eyes sparkled with curiosity and mischief. They were inseparable, always seen scampering around together, sharing adventures and secrets. They lived in a cozy burrow under a big oak tree. The entrance was hidden among the roots, making it a perfect secret hideaway. The oak tree was ancient, its branches stretching high into the sky, providing shade and shelter. The burrow was warm and snug. Inside it was lined with soft moss and leaves, making it a comfortable home. The sunlight filtered through tiny openings, casting a gentle glow that made the burrow feel even cozier. It was their favorite place in the world. Timmy loved to explore. He was always curious. He would venture out into the forest, sniffing around the underbrush, discovering new paths and hidden nooks. Tommy was a bit more timid. He preferred the safety of their burrow and the familiar surroundings of the oak tree. He would often watch Timmy from a distance, admiring his brother's bravery. He liked to stay close to home. The burrow was his sanctuary, a place where he felt safe and secure. He would spend hours arranging their little home, making sure everything was just right. But he always felt brave with Timmy by his side. Together, they would explore the forest, finding joy in each other's company. Timmy's adventurous spirit and Tommy's cautious nature balanced each other perfectly. One sunny afternoon, Timmy and Tommy were playing hide-and-seek. The forest was alive with the sounds of birds chirping and leaves rustling. The sunlight danced through the trees, creating a magical atmosphere. Timmy was searching for Tommy. He looked behind bushes, under rocks and around tree roots. His little heart raced with excitement as he called out, "Tommy, where are you?" He looked all around the burrow. Where could he be? Timmy wondered. He peered behind objects, checked their favorite hiding spots, but Tommy was nowhere to be found. The game was on, and Timmy was determined to find his brother. Timmy crawled under a pile of leaves. He still couldn't find Tommy, but he did find something else. It was a rolled-up piece of paper. It looked very old. "What's this?" Timmy said aloud. It was a map. The map was covered in strange symbols. Timmy didn't know what they meant, but one thing was clear: the map led to a treasure. "Tommy, Tommy, look what I found!" Timmy shouted. Tommy came running over. He was just as excited as Timmy. They had always dreamed of finding treasure, and now they had a map! "Let's go!" Tommy squealed. The two mice set off on their adventure. They followed the map through the tall grass. They scurried over rocks. They even had to swim across a rushing river. The map led them deeper and deeper into the forest. The trees grew taller, the shadows grew longer. The forest was a scary place. Timmy and Tommy felt a little bit scared, but they were determined to find the treasure. They could hear strange noises all around them. The leaves rustled. The branches creaked. Timmy and Tommy held their breath and listened closely. What was making those sounds? "Hoot, hoot!" a voice called out. Timmy and Tommy jumped. They looked up into the trees. Sitting on a branch was a large owl. Its eyes were big and yellow. Its beak was sharp and pointy. "Who are you?" Timmy asked nervously. "I am Ollie the owl," the owl replied. "And who might you two little mice be?" "I'm Timmy, and this is my brother Tommy," Timmy said. "We're on a treasure hunt." Ollie the owl hooted with laughter. His deep, resonant hoot echoed through the forest, making the leaves rustle and the small creatures pause in their tracks. Ollie was known far and wide for his wisdom and his sense of humor. He had seen many things in his long life and had a story for every occasion. "A treasure hunt, you say?" Ollie asked, his eyes twinkling with curiosity. The forest was alive with the chatter of children and animals, all excited about the prospect of a hidden treasure. The idea of a treasure hunt had spread like wildfire, and now everyone wanted to be a part of the adventure. "What kind of treasure are you looking for?" Ollie inquired, tilting his head to one side. His wide eyes reflected the light of the setting sun, making him look even more inquisitive. The children and animals gathered around him, eager to share their hopes and dreams. "We don't know," Timmy admitted, his voice barely a whisper. The little mouse looked up at Ollie with wide, uncertain eyes. The other animals and children nodded in agreement, none of them really sure what they were searching for. "We just have this map," Timmy continued, holding out a warm piece of parchment. The map was old and faded, with strange symbols and markings that none of them could decipher. It had been found in an old chest buried deep in the forest, and it had sparked their imaginations. Timmy showed Ollie the map, his tiny paws trembling with excitement. The other animals and children crowded around, trying to get a better look. The map seemed to hold the promise of something extraordinary, something that could change their lives forever. Ollie looked at the map carefully, his keen eyes scanning every detail. He took his time, studying the symbols and the layout. The forest grew quiet as everyone waited for his verdict. Ollie was known for his wisdom, and they trusted him to guide them. "This is a very special map," Ollie said finally, his voice filled with wonder. The children and animals leaned in closer, hanging on his every word. Ollie had a way of making even the simplest things seem magical. "It doesn't lead to gold or jewels," Ollie explained, shaking his head slowly. The children and animals exchanged puzzled glances. If not gold or jewels, then what could the treasure be? They had all imagined chests filled with glittering riches. "It leads to something much more valuable." "What's that?" Tommy asked, his voice filled with curiosity. The little mouse's eyes were wide with anticipation. The other animals and children nodded, eager to hear Ollie's answer. "It leads to the true treasure," Ollie said mysteriously, his eyes twinkling with a secret knowledge. The children and animals leaned in even closer, their hearts pounding with excitement. "What could be more valuable than gold or jewels? The treasure that lies within," Ollie concluded, his voice soft and reverent. The forest seemed to glow with a magical light, and the children and animals felt a sense of wonder and awe. They realized that the true treasure was not something that could be found on a map, but something that was inside each of them. Timmy and Tommy were confused. What did Ollie mean by the true treasure? Ollie told them to keep following the map. He said they would understand soon enough. The map led them to a dark and scary cave. Timmy and Tommy didn't want to go inside. It looked too dangerous, but they had come so far. They had to see what was at the end of the map. Timmy took a deep breath and stepped inside. Tommy followed close behind. The cave was dark and damp. They could hear water dripping from the ceiling. They could feel the cold stone beneath their paws. "I'm scared, Timmy," Tommy whispered. "It's okay, Tommy, I'm here," Timmy said. He took Tommy's paw and squeezed it tight. Together, they walked deeper into the cave. Finally, after what felt like an eternity of navigating through the dark, winding tunnels, they reached the end of the cave. The journey had been long and arduous, filled with moments of doubt and fear. The air was thick with anticipation as they took their final steps into the unknown. And there, in the center of a small chamber, was the treasure they had been seeking. The chamber was dimly lit, with only the faintest glimmer of light reflecting off the walls. It was a sight that took their breath away, not because of its grandeur, but because of its simplicity. But it wasn't gold or jewels that lay before them. There were no glittering gems or piles of coins. Instead, the treasure chest was empty, its lid open as if to reveal a secret that had been hidden for ages. It was a small pool of water, clear and pristine, nestled in the heart of the cave. The water seemed to glow with an inner light, casting a serene and magical aura around the chamber. The water shimmered and sparkled in the darkness, creating a mesmerizing dance of light and shadow. It was as if the pool held the essence of the cave itself, a reflection of its hidden beauty and mystery. Timmy and Tommy looked at each other, their eyes wide with wonder and realization. They had come all this way, braving countless dangers and overcoming their deepest fears, only to find something so simple, yet so profound. They understood what Ollie meant. The wise old owl had told them that the true treasure was not something that could be measured in material wealth. It was a lesson that had taken them this entire journey to fully comprehend. The true treasure wasn't something you could hold in your paws. It wasn't something that could be locked away in a chest or hidden in a cave. It was something far more valuable and enduring. It was something you felt in your heart. It was the courage to face your fears, the strength to keep going when the path seemed impossible, and the love that bound them together through every trial and tribulation. It was the courage to face your fears, the bravery to step into the unknown, to confront the darkness and to emerge stronger on the other side. This journey had tested them in ways they had never imagined, but it had also revealed their true strength. It was the love you shared with your family and friends, the bonds that held them together, that gave them the strength to keep moving forward. It was the moments of laughter, the shared struggles, and the unwavering support that made them realize they were never truly alone. Timmy and Tommy drank from the pool of water. As they sipped the cool, refreshing liquid, they felt a sense of renewal wash over them. It was as if the water carried with it the wisdom of the ages, a reminder of the journey they had undertaken and the lessons they had learned. They felt braver and stronger than ever before. The fears that had once seemed insurmountable now felt like distant memories. They stood tall, their hearts filled with a newfound confidence and determination. They had faced their fears. They had ventured into the unknown, confronted their deepest anxieties, and emerged victorious. The journey had transformed them, revealing their true potential and inner strength. And they had done it together. Their bond had grown stronger with each challenge, each obstacle they overcame. They had learned that together they could face anything the world threw at them. They knew that no matter what challenges they faced in the future, they could overcome them as long as they had each other. The true treasure was not the destination, but the journey itself and the unbreakable bond they had forged along the way.